For 39 years, I had suffered from a weak back. The pain would increase and decrease, but would never leave completely. The condition had progressed to the point where I used medical treatment almost constantly. The doctor would put the hip right for a moment, but the pain would simply not go away. Let me repeat the sentence. I want to clean it up. The condition had progressed to the point where I used medical treatment almost constantly. The doctor would put the hip right for the moment, but the pain would simply not go away. One night I heard you speak of revision and wondered to myself if a condition of almost 40 years could be revised. I had remembered that at the age of 3 or 4 years, I had fallen backward from a very high swing and had been quite ill at that time because of a serious hip injury. From that time on, I had never been completely free from pain and had paid many a dollar to alleviate the condition to no avail. This year, during the month of August, the pain had become more intense, and one night I decided to test myself and attempt to revise that ancient accident which had been the cause of so much distress in pain and costly medical fees most of my adult life. Many nights passed before I could feel myself back to the age of childhood play. Many nights. How much effort would you put in? It took many nights for her to focus and revise and just get the practice moving, prime the pump, get the imagination moving. It took many nights passed before I could feel myself back to the age of childhood play. She's just trying to get to the age, first of all, for crying out loud. It could take you a minute or two. It's okay. Persist, persist, persist. This is probably one of the most important chapters we are covering in all this work. It is called, as a reminder, Turn the Wheel Backwards. Chapter 3, Law and the Promise. But I succeeded. One night I actually felt myself on the swing, feeling the rush of wind as the swing rose higher and higher. As the swing slowed down, I jumped forward, landing solidly and easily on my feet. In the imaginal action, I ran to my mother and insisted that she come watch what I could do. I did it again, jumping down from the swing and landing safely on my 2 feet. I repeated this imaginal act over and over until I fell asleep in the doing of it. Within 2 days, the pain in my back and hip began to recede, and within 2 months, pain no longer existed for me. A condition that had plagued me for more than 39 years, that had cost a small fortune in attempted cure, was no more. Signed, L.H. Everything happening is in your imagination, period. Remember, the present is your now. This is the only moment of power, where all the power is in your present. This little bubble over here, called your future, this little bubble over here, called your past, these are both illusions. They are illusions that we tend to invest in, especially when the past bubble of illusion seems to have put us into the current state we are in. It could be a self-concept. You could claim in your self-concept where you have limitations that you believe exist, you can claim that the past did it to you, thereby claiming victimship. And when you're in victimship, you're not really able to use your power a whole lot because you're giving away your power, which is here. You're giving it away to an illusion that exists out here. Out here. This gal, this lady, took her power back and practiced revision. She practiced until she could feel herself on that swing. I've done this with my childhood. I didn't even know it was important to do it, but I just started doing it, and I started to see some amazing, amazing imaginal scenes. My story has some tragedy and some trauma, and I just took these things for facts. I took these experiences for facts. I took them as my makeup, but I didn't realize until I revised myself personally that I could change the dynamic of what I was experiencing, of what I was actually having as a flexibility in nature, I guess. I thought it was a doom. I thought it was in myself personally, I can only speak for me. I thought I was being forced down this certain drain, this hole, that I couldn't do anything about it. Revision is the key. It is the key that will set you free. Anything that you, anything you think happened here didn't. You only think it happened here. You think it happened. So if you revise, you change completely what exists here. The contents of it changes. It changes you here, which changes you here. Then you go on to revise and you go on to make that impression. Then you get the new expression. This is how imagination works, and we will master this together. This is my promise to you. We will lick this. It is not as difficult as it seems. It only seems difficult because of habits of where you spend your time in your mind. But now you're going to spend it here in your present moment, where all your power is. You're going to use that present moment and you're going to make the impression that you want to make. You will move the needle and you will become the expression of what you want to be. I am not married. I am single. I am not in a relationship. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be married. I want to have a family. I want to buy a new house. I want to have a wonderful career. Everything you want is available because of your imagination. It is how you use it that matters. We are going to become conscious co-creators with all that is. I am God. We're going to consciously co-create how He meant us to do that. He sent us and meant us to do and be for Him. That's all we're doing anyway in this great dream. The dreamer and the dream are one. The dreamer's greater than the dream. We are the dreamers, so we're greater than our dream, and we will construct our dream any damn well we please. And here we go.